What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about Nate McMillan getting fired and ousted by the Indiana Pacers after making them help them get to the playoffs each and every year. They decided to go in a different direction. We'll see who their coach is later this year. But I did like what Nate McMillan did. I feel like his teams played hard. I feel like they competed. I feel like he was at multiple disadvantages throughout the playoffs just because his best players was always out or they wasn't healthy when the playoffs was started. Even though they still went out there and competed and made it for teams to beat them, it just wasn't good enough. And at the end of the day, it is frustrating, even if you name McMillan, to have the team that he had, to do all the acquisitions that they had done this off season and still come up short and get put out in the first round. Not only that, getting swept is unfortunate, but it is something that happens every day in the league. He to me was one of the best coaches in the entire NBA, and I feel like with the talent that he had, he got the best out of it. I never looked at Indiana as a legitimate championship contender, but Nate McMillan made them compete, made them fight, and helped them get to where they needed to be to compete with anybody. And that's one thing that I liked about his teams. I mean, you look at the series against LeBron and the Cavaliers, they was going below for below in that series, and they almost beat the Cavaliers but fell short. But that series went 7. And you look at this Miami series, they was getting blew out. But majority of the games could have went either way, and it was close. It just Miami executed and they handled their business, and Indiana just couldn't get a game and close it out. It's unfortunate, but that happens also. But I think Nate McMillan shouldn't hang his head. I feel like when you look at the roster, when you look at the teams that he had, you look at the situations that he was in, he did the best that he could. And sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes you don't get to where you want to go. And sometimes you have to go to a different direction to accomplish your goals. And he's in that situation where he shouldn't hang his head. And his teams respect him, his players respect him, and the coaches and everybody that watched the Pacers the last couple of years, and even the Blazers. He goes to the small market teams. That he tries to go out there and do whatever he can to help that team become better, help that team compete, and help those teams, possibly win a title, even though they have unlikely circumstances to do it. He still sucks it up and goes out there and try to do the best coaching job that he has done. And I feel like year after year, chance after chance, he has shown that he's probably not good enough to help them win the title, but he also don't have the title talent, in my personal opinion. But he still doesn't complain. He still doesn't whine, and his teams don't either. And that's one thing that I have to give him credit on, even though he hasn't been able to get the job done. But you look at this, the fact that he got an extension, it looked like they said, you know what, Nate McMillan, that's our guy. We should have him around. We like what he's about. We like how the team is performing. We like the way they, handling their business in the seeding games. And then one thing happened, and now they go in this different directions. But if I'm Nate McMillan, I'm a little frustrated just because, this team, for what it is and what they're about, they didn't have their all-star in Sabonis. And even though I did pick them to beat Miami, I thought that it would be a close series, and I thought that Nate McMillan would be able to figure out a way to win more than 0 games, and it just wasn't the case. But you can't really get too mad at Nate McMillan because they was in the games and they had the opportunity to win. And everybody thought Miami was the better team, and everybody thought Miami should win that series. And they went out there and fought, and they went out there and did the best that they could to stay in the games to have a chance to win them. And that's all you can really do as players and as a coaching staff. And they fell short of that goal. But when I look at it, big picture, I got love from Nate McMillan. He was one of my favorite coaches in the league, and I thought he should have got more credit for being coach of the year some years, just because he had really okay to mediocre talent, and they consistently went out there and competed and tried to beat any team, whether they had injuries or not. And that just shows you that he can make his team play together. He can get the best out of role players. He can put players in situations where they look and are a lot better than what they really are. He never really had that franchise superstar caliber player that's transcendent, but that's a problem when you coach in the Portlands and the Indianas. You may never get that type of player, and if you do, it's hard to keep them happy if you can't win a title or put the talent around him to do that. And that's not his problem. That's the general manager job. But he still has to deal with it because he chose to take that job, and that's what comes with the territory. Even though he knew that in the back of his mind, he wasn't expecting after a successful season and a chance to really make an impact this playoff year. He wasn't thinking about being fired almost 3 weeks later. So it happens. You have to accept it. You have to move forward. And Nate McMillan, like I said, has the respect from everybody around, no matter what type of person that they are in the basketball field. But I'm disappointed in this. I really thought he did a good job, and I really thought that he should have had an opportunity to have a healthy roster next season and try to see what they can do in the Eastern Conference. Brogdon had injuries. Victor Oladipo didn't come back until the season was almost over. Sabonis went down when they needed him the most, and it would have been good to see this whole starting five healthy with a little bit better bench and building chemistry throughout the years, and also being able to see what they really are made of as a whole unit. And he will never get a chance to really do that because now he's gone. But now, to me, it's put pressure on the general manager to find a coach that is currently available that is better than Nate McMillan. I feel like Nate McMillan is one of the better coaches. I feel like he is a guy that's not going to be easy to replace. They do have enough talent that a person can walk in and do an excellent job. So it's not going to be a situation where the record is going to be terrible or they can't repeat what they did. But the way they competed, the way they fought, the way they had that never give up mentality, that next man up mentality, and Nate McMillan went out there each and every day not making excuses for the situation that he was in throughout these years. He just made sure that whoever was on that court was going to go out there and compete and do the best job they can to help this organization win. And I feel like they did that year after year and time after time. So that's all you can really do and hang your hat on that. And I think if I'm Nate McMillan, I'm disappointed that I didn't get to see the team healthy. I'm disappointed that I didn't get to see the team at its best. But I'm also happy with the job that I did, even though I got swept a couple times, even though I didn't get to the second round in the East, even though I didn't get to the Eastern Conference Finals or the NBA Finals. I never really felt that he had the talent to do that. I never really felt like the Indiana was an elite team in the East throughout the years he was coaching. And even if they did, they wasn't healthy anyway, so they wasn't the same team that they was in the beginning of the seasons. But he still did a fantastic job, and he should be proud of the things that he did. And his players gonna miss him, just because he did an excellent job getting them, helping them, and making them flourish as players and as a team. So I don't really got nothing negative to say about Nate McMillan, even though he did get the sweeps, even though he didn't get that far, even though he never really became the coach that people thought that he should be an elite level coach. People really didn't feel that way about him every year. But I have nothing negative to say about him, and I feel like under his situation, under his circumstances, he did a good job. And I give him credit for that, and that's all that I can really say about his career with Indiana. I feel like he will get another job. I don't think it's going to take that long for him to get another one. I just feel like if he loves coaching, he's going to continue to do it because this doesn't, stop him from doing that. But I do want to see him with a lot better talent and with a team to try to win a championship instead of just being a competitive team. I want to see him on a championship team to see if he can really get that team to the next level. But other than that, I ain't really got much to say. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description and comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, I have over 1,000 videos, almost at 2,000 videos. So if you like this video, check out my older videos. And if you like this one and like those, why wouldn't you like this video just because you enjoyed it? And also share. The more people I can reach, the more people that see, the better help that you can help me guys grow as a person and as a channel. And that's a small thing you guys can do. Not only that, you can buy merchandise on my Spreadshirt. That'll be in the description in the comment section below. Not only that, you can also buy merchandise through my Facebook page. I got shirts on display on my Facebook page. You can change the color of the logo, change the color of the shirt, message me, and I can get it shipped out to you. Not only that, um, that's it. If you hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'll be back with another video on Thursday. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Quinn Wade, basketball analysis. I'm gone, and hopefully Nate McMillan has another opportunity and another chance at coaching. And hopefully it doesn't take that long, and hopefully get the talent that he needs to be in a championship elite level situation. But other than that, that's it.